you all to informed consent.
So excited.
Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'd like to welcome you all to informed consent to dual agency. My name is Barbara Wolf, and I'm very happy to be here today. And I'm glad you're all here on time. I see we have a few empty seats, but hopefully they'll be coming in. So first thing I'd like to know is how many of you worked hard to get your real estate license? Worked hard to get your real estate license. And how many would like to keep working in real estate forever?
Oh, no.
Well, how many would like to?
That's a
Until
trick
we retire.
question.
How many would like to work in real estate until they're ready to retire? And the reason I asked that, about a year ago, I had an ABR class where two of the women were actually 87 years old.
Wow.
So it goes to show you that you can actually be in this business for as long as you want to be in. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because today we're going to be talking about a topic that if you do it properly, you don't ever have to worry about your real estate license being taken away. But if you don't do it properly, you should worry about having your real estate license taken away. So, has anyone ever gotten sued in the real estate business for dual agency or disclosed dual agency? Anybody gotten sued? Okay, you guys are lucky. How many would like not to get sued or your license suspended or revoked because of dual agency? All right, better question. So if I could show you how to limit your liability for lawsuits and dual agency, how many feel your time would be well spent here? Yeah. Okay. So in order to limit your liability, how many would agree that we really have to understand agency? Dual agency and disclosed dual agency. Okay. I'll tell you a little story. When I first started in this business about 26 years ago, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in the real estate business for 26 years. I've been training nationally, and the last couple of years mostly full-time. So I've been there, done that, been in the trenches. And I will tell you, and I will find out from you how long you've been in the business. In fact, let me do it right now. How many have been in the business at least one day? Raise your hand and keep it up. At least one day. Raise your hand and keep it up. If your hand's not up, you're not in the real estate business. A young man back there, are you in the real estate business? By the way, this is CE. You have to close off all phones, otherwise they have to take it away. No texting, no anything. All right, so keep it up. Those who are in the business 6 months or less, put your hands down. 1 year or less, put your hands down. 5 years or less, put your hands down. 10 years or less, put your hands down. 15 years or less, put your hands down. 20 years or less, put your hands down. 25 years or less, put your hands down.
Go, girls.
Oh my God, 30 years or less. Actually, the three of you had up how long? 30 years. 30 years, and she's still smiling. So we're going to give her a smiley button. Okay, so back, those of you who are in the business longer than I've been in the business, you will remember that when agency first came into being around 1995, if you were working for a large company, they pulled us into this big room and they started to tell us all about agency, what we can do, what we can't do, what it is, what it isn't. And we all walked out and we said, what did they just say? Okay? And to this day, there are many realtors who were in that same room with me who still don't know what agency is about, what they can do and what they can't do. And that's dangerous. Because if you get caught, they're going to take your license away. Or you're going to be fined. So we want to make sure that you're not fined. Okay, this class was written because of all the real estate lawsuits going on, especially for dual agency, and it was actually written by someone who does expert witnesses for lawsuits. Some of the lawsuits are going to get to court, some are going to get settled out of court. Whatever the outcome, brokers and agents licenses are on the line. Okay, all your licenses are on the line. So the best we can do as educators is to teach you some risk reduction, teach you exactly what agency is about, what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, so you won't get sued by any of the principles for agency disclosure. For a lot of people in this business, there's confusion about dual agency and what constitutes informed consent, hence the title of this class, Informed Consent to Dual Agency. It's a word that may or may not have meaning for you. We're going to go into very deeply what informed consent is and why your licenses are on the line. So today we're going to look at agency and informed consent very closely, what it is to deliver agency information, and when and how forms need to be explained. So this class is going to be a challenge for some of you, because some of you are in the business a short period of time, and a reminder for others who have been in the business a very long time. So there might not be anything new in here, but I'm going to be raising it up to your conscious level. okay, again. So we're also gonna talk today about bar counseling session and what needs to be addressed about agency and dual agency during the bar counseling session. How many did actually do a bar counseling session? Okay, about 5 of you, is that it? Okay, so we're gonna, hopefully by the end of the day, you'll all see the value in doing a bar counseling session. And actually, when you do a bar counseling session, hopefully you're all using some kind of presentation book. Anybody using a presentation book? Nobody? Not good. All right, so let me tell you about presentation books and why I'm so adamant about using presentation books.